first impressions week. I do have shitloads of new products still left with me, but why I'm doing this as last full face of first impressions is because I don't have enough products for a full face. Like I have truckloads of new primers, truckloads of new lipsticks, but I don't have foundations and powders and stuff like that. So I thought we'd keep it like a working week, full face of first week. I hope you guys get that. So yes, no clue what to do. Gonna just dive into new products and slap them on my face. The primer I'm going to be using today is by PAC. It's the PAC Studio Finish Primer. It looks like this. I can't even begin to tell you how delayed I am in using this. I had to use this months ago, I think, like months ago, if not like, you know, years ago. I'm sure it's not years ago, but still, I like to exaggerate things. That's how I am, guys. So it's like a very silicone-y type of a primer. You can already feel it's like a gel silicone primer. So I'm just gonna warm this up between my fingers, and then I'm gonna just start from the centers of my face, and I'm just massaging this in. It makes my skin feel soft, and it's like gone inside my skin. Like I can feel it just going inside my skin. It's not sitting on top of my face like a layer, which is a good thing. It has definitely filled into my pores as well, because they're a little less visible around this area where I tend to have the most amount of pores, which is a good thing. Likey. For foundation, I'm gonna be using NYX Stay Matte, not flat foundation, and I should definitely find a match in this because I have 3 different shades. I have one that's really light, one that's really dark, and one that's sort of medium. I'm gonna try and work with the medium one, which is in the shade Olive. 09.5. The other colors that I have are 12 Tawny, as well as the color 04 Creamy Natural. I'm just like trying to figure out, I think this will match me. So I'm just gonna like squeeze a little bit of that on the back of my hand. This should match me. I'm gonna warm it up. I'm gonna just dot this on. Now generally me and matte foundations are not the best of friends because my skin is like a dry skin type. So matte foundations tend to like them out as well, and my sponge was flying everywhere. But this doesn't seem that kind of a foundation, and the color is a pretty good match for me. I am happy. The coverage of the foundation is pretty medium, which is the type of coverage that I like, so I'm really happy with the color as well as the coverage. As with the matte aspect, I don't feel that this is extremely matte. These days my skin has been glowing for no reason whatsoever. So yeah, it's been glowing a lot, and as you can see, my glow is peeking through the foundation as well, because this is supposed to be like a matte foundation. So on my neck it seems matte, like complete matte, but on my face it's not looking matte. I don't know it's because of the foundation not being completely matte or because of the fact that my face is glowing that much. But yeah, it's definitely not like a matte foundation on me, and I don't know if I'm happy or sad about that fact. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Kick-Ass concealer. This is what it looks like. It's from Soap and Glory. Now this is like a 3-piece flaw camouflage kit, and this is like so cute, guys. Like I love how cute this is. So it has a step 1, step 2 and step 3. So they have 2 concealers. One is like a brightening concealer and one is like a normal concealer. The shade is a light, and then they have like a setting powder as well here for your under eyes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the normal concealer. I'm gonna take the normal concealer and put it right underneath my eyes to cancel out my dark circles. And this is really yellow. This is really yellow and really creamy. Like it's very creamy. It doesn't tug or pull, which is a really great thing, and it somehow reminds me of my Laura Mercier Undercover 4. The consistency and everything, it reminds me of that. So I'm also going to apply it right around my mouth because I have discoloration there as well, and just a little bit on, you know, the centers of my face. So which is like, don't even get me started how I look right now, but I promise you guys in like a minute I'm not gonna look this crazy. So I'm just gonna take my beauty blender again, and from the tip part of it I'm just gonna start blending all of this out. Because it's so creamy, it really blends into the skin beautifully. And because of the heavy yellow undertones, there's no ashiness going on, which I likey. Because I've used a matte foundation, I'm not gonna set my face, but I'm gonna set my under eyes as well as the other concealed areas because they can crease, and I have a powder in the Kickass concealer thing as well. So I'm gonna be using this powder which looks white, so I'm really scared to try this out. But I'm just gonna take a little bit of that, and it looks pigmented. So I'm just gonna put this under my eyes to set this down. This powder is literally white, like I'm not kidding you, it has a nice amount of pigment. You can use it like a white eyeshadow, it's that pigmented. But it's not like it's looking way too stark or way too bad. In the combination of the yellowness, I think it works well because it cancels out a little bit of that yellowness so that your under eyes don't look overly yellow as well. Today my contour, my blush and my highlighter are gonna come from one palette, and I'm talking about the Tarteist contour palette. I've been dying to try this out. This palette looks so gorgeous and it smells incredible. Like, the fragrance is just so good. The best part about this palette, however, is that they've given names to everything so that you're not confused. So one right here is supposed to be the highlight, 2 is supposed to be the correct. So this is like a banana powder right here. Then we have 3 and 4 for contour, these 2 for contour, and this one for accentuate, that is the blush. They've also given, like, you know, an information card right here, hope you can see that, with a face chart to tell you guys what goes where, which is really great for beginners. So I'm just gonna start by taking the shade 4 and just contouring my face with help of an angled brush. So I'm just taking a little bit of the product and I'm just going on my cheekbones, and the product is really pigmented. I literally just touched my brush 3 times and I took it and it's just so pigmented. Hopefully it doesn't give me a pain in blending, which I don't think it's gonna give me because it is blending, you know, just nicely. Yeah, it blends in easily. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on my jawline as well and just slightly running it on the sides of my nose, very slightly, just like brushing it up. Then I'm gonna use the 3rd shade right here and I'm gonna use it more like a warm contour to bronze up my face a little and just make sure that my contour is well blended into my skin. This is such a pretty color. I love this 3rd shade. It's so pretty. I'm also gonna run this one on my, you know, forehead just a little bit to just complete the overall bronzed look. For my blush, I'm going to use the Accentuate shade, which is like a very beautiful dusty mauve color, dusty rose color. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and place it on my cheeks. This is such a natural blush, like it's extremely natural. Time for highlight, and I'm going to be using the center shade right here, which is like a shimmery white shade. So I'm just going to take my fan brush and I'm going to put it on my cheekbones. It's like a crushed foil shade but with a golden reflex. I hope you can see that beautiful reflex that it's bouncing off my face. I love the highlight. Obsessed! Already obsessed with this palette. This is such a great palette for traveling because you've got everything like under one roof or one palette, and it has a beautiful mirror as well. I know this is weird, but I love when products have good mirrors. So yes, love the mirror. I'm just gonna highlight the rest of my face, which I like to highlight or over highlight. You can say anything because I am the sort of a person, I like a highlighted face. I love how this palette makes my face look like. I love it. I love the highlight. It's just so gorgeous. Like, can you see it? I'm living. I'm not gonna lie, I'm living. For my brows today, I'm gonna use the Natio Brow Kit. This is what it looks like. It comes with 2 shades as well as a wax. The 2 shades look really good. One is like a medium brown and one is like an ash grey sort of a color. And inside the brow kit, you also have your own plucker, brush as well as a spoolie. Wow! I have another palette which has like a plucker, and I swear to you guys, whenever I travel with that palette only because it has a tweezer, and obviously my hair, they have a mind of their own and they can grow anytime, so I need that on vacations because I need to pluck. So probably another option for me. So I'm just gonna take this spoolie and I'm gonna run it through my brows. Wow, so this brush is like a dual angle-sided brush. From one side you can use the color and from the other side you can use the wax, which is a great thing. So I'm going to be using the darker shade from the palette because the lighter one, I think it will be way too light for my eyebrows. So I'm just going to pick up this color and I'm just going to, you know, normally do my fang. So I'm just pushing this color into my brows in short strokes. The color looks really natural, which is a good thing. It's not looking like, you know, made up. Sometimes powder eyebrow products can make your eyebrows look like, they're made up. But I like when powders are like good because they're really easy to use and they do not clump on your eyebrows. The biggest pet peeve I have is like clumpy eyebrows. Like, I cannot do clumpy eyebrows. Whenever I see clumpy eyebrows or I get my eyebrows all clumped up, I'm like yeah, I'm literally like that. So once my eyebrows are filled, I'm going to use the wax, which is this white one, from the other side of the brush, and I'm just going to set my brows in place so that they're like not going everywhere. And I'm going to see how this brow wax fares, if it makes my eyebrows look weird or like, you know, fake or anything. I think I prefer my brows minus the wax. I think it makes it look wet, like it makes my brows look wet, but I really like the powder, so I'm just gonna like mellow down the wax a little bit because I think it makes my eyebrows look wet, which I don't want my eyebrows to look wet. For my eyes, I'm today going to use this Milani palette. I've never used Milani eye products. I'm really excited to do that. So this palette is named as 01 Must Have Naturals Everyday Eyes. So I'm just going to open it up. It also has its own brush inside, which is a great thing. So one side of the brush is like the normal shader side and the other side is like a blender side. That's really cute. So I might try that or might just not try that. I'm just gonna take my own brush and I'm gonna pick up this matte shade right here. What I like about it is that it has a matte shade, a shimmery shade and a satiny shade, all of the types of shades as well. So I'm gonna pick up this matte shade and I'm gonna put it directly into my crease. The color is pigmented and it is quite blendable. It's buttery soft, like I touched it with my finger. It's quite soft. So I'm just developing that crease. Then I'm gonna pick up the black shade with like a very tiny definer brush and I'm gonna again go in my crease and go like a cut crease sort of a thing. Like not like a proper cut crease, but like a cut crease. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm just going in my crease. So I'm just placing the product. The black is really pigmented and it's a beautiful formulation. I like the formulation of these eyeshadows. Whenever you're trying to do a cut crease, it's always a great idea to first develop your crease and then use a base color to just clean everything up. So even if you get a little messy with your crease and you bring it like down to your lid space, you have the time to just, you know, take your lid color and clean up that space. So it's always great to develop your crease first. Then I'm going back in with my blender brush and I'm just gonna blend these two together. For my lid space, I'm gonna use this beautiful champagne color right here and I'm just gonna place it all over my lid space. How gorgeously pigmented that is. This is a gorgeous shade and it's so pigmented. I'm also going to put it in my inner corners to brighten up my inner corners. Just so pretty. So pretty. I'm going to put that same brown eyeshadow on my lower lash line. I'm also going to take that same champagne color and place it right under my brow as well, just to highlight my brow. And then I'm going to go back again with the black eyeshadow and what I'm going to do is just like smudge it on my lash line. I'm not lining my eyes, I'm just literally placing this in between my lashes. I just want it there. These eyeshadows are so beautiful, totally worth the money, guys. So for my mascara, today I'm going to be using something interesting. I'm using this NYX Color Mascara. This is like a purple mascara. It's in the shade Forget Me Not. And I've used colored mascaras earlier as well. I've used a blue one and I really like how they just, you know, amp up your look totally. So today I'm not going to be using any falsies but like a colored mascara. So yeah, I've said colored mascara about 4 times now. But I'm just going to be using this. Hopefully it shows up on my black lashes because generally it's very difficult to make anything show on black lashes. So yeah, hoping for the best. Prepared for the worst with false lashes and black mascara. Ooh, this is like such a light purple color. Just gonna wipe up the excess and I'm gonna go on my lashes. Let's see how this performs together. It definitely has a very high tint because it's already tinting my lashes, as you can see. Good stuff, good stuff. I already have lavender lashes. I like it, but one thing I did not like was the mascara is giving me fallout like right here. So I have to clean that up. Otherwise, the mascara is really pigmented. I hope the camera is picking up what I can see. Hopefully you can see my lavender lashes now. What I do want to say about this mascara is that the formulation of this is good. The wand really lets it down. The wand picks up way more excessive product than what it should, and then it has a lot of fallouts, as you can see on my cheeks. Probably you can. I have such bad fallout from the mascara, so I just waited till it got dry and I'm just gonna like flake it off, because obviously you don't want that on your cheeks. So all in all, the formulation is good, the pigmentation is great. I know colored mascara is not everyone's cup of tea, but that doesn't mean it's not my cup of tea or someone's cup of tea. So we need to like accept that more. So after mascara, I'm gonna move directly onto my lips to finish this full face of first impressions. And today I'm gonna be using this Faces Ultime Pro Creme Lip Crayon. So I went to the launch of this and they gave out some lip crayons. So, and I got obviously a lot of the shades, but I did not try them out yet, so I'm going to be trying this out. This is in the shade 07 Fantasy and it's like a beautiful nudie mauve color, the type of Instagram favorite that's been going on. So I'm just going to apply it on my lips. This is like a creme finish, it's not a matte finish, so you do keep in mind that it's not going to be like matte and sexy. It's going to be more creme satiny finish. Oh, they're pigmented. The color is beautiful. I'm already falling for this color. It's been really long that I've worn a creme lipstick, to be honest, so it feels very, very, very weird. I'm like waiting for it to get matte because that's how liquid lipsticks work, but that's not gonna happen. The formulation is although very comfortable. It's not drying at all because obviously it's like a creme finish. It's very comfortable on the lips. With that, I finished my last full face of first impressions for a while. Hopefully for a while, and I really enjoyed this week as well as this makeup tutorial. I got some really good products and I love the fact that I am, you know, able to experiment so much with my makeup and with new products. I love finding new products. Like I have a deep passion for it, guys, and that's getting to a dangerous level. I might need help soon. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this full face of first impressions week as well. And if you did, then don't forget to comment and subscribe and be a part of my SJ fam. And my hair is going everywhere. Please come back here. So yeah, I will see you guys super soon. Until then, don't forget to check out all of my social media, which will be listed for you guys in the bottom bar as usual. And yes, I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care. Mwah. Bye.